Today's story is about Poppy the porcupine's soft heart. In a peaceful woodland filled with rustling leaves and sun-dappled paths lived a young porcupine named Poppy. She had bright eyes, a gentle smile, and a coat covered in shiny quills that glimmered like silver needles whenever sunlight touched them. Poppy loved taking morning walks, collecting berries, and listening to the gentle whisper of the trees. But even though she was friendly, many animals kept their distance. They saw her quills and worried she might poke them. Poppy knew they didn't mean to hurt her feelings, but sometimes she wished they could see past her sharp appearance and notice her soft heart. One warm morning, Poppy walked to the clearing where the woodland animals often gathered to play. Rabbits hopped in circles, squirrels chased each other up trees, and songbirds chirped cheerful music high above. Poppy approached them slowly. "Good morning," she said kindly. The rabbits paused. "Careful, everyone," whispered one. "Poppy's quills are sharp." The squirrels scrambled a little higher up the trees. The birds fluttered to another branch. Poppy felt her heart sink. She wasn't upset with them. She understood they were only being cautious. But she wished they knew she would never hurt anyone on purpose. She walked quietly to a patch of clover and sat alone, watching the others play. A little while later, a sudden cry echoed across the clearing. Help me." All the animals froze. The cry came again, frightened and shaky. "It's coming from the bramble bushes," said a squirrel. Everyone rushed over, but the thorny brambles formed a thick, tangled barrier. Inside, they could hear someone whimpering. "It sounds like Lily the hedgehog," a rabbit exclaimed. "She must have slipped in." The animals tried pushing the branches aside, but the thorns scratched their paws. "I can't reach her," the rabbit said. "Neither can I," added the squirrel. "The thorns are too sharp." Everyone stepped back, worried and helpless. Poppy watched from a distance, her heart thumping. She looked at the brambles at her quills, then at the frightened animals. "I think I can help," she said softly. The others stared at her. "But Poppy, the thorns will prick you." Poppy smiled gently. "I can handle sharp things better than anyone here." Without hesitation, Poppy stepped forward and moved carefully into the bramble patch. Her quills gently pushed the thorny branches aside, creating a safe path. She felt a few pricks, but nothing she couldn't manage. Inside, she found Lily curled up and trembling. "Lily," Poppy said in a calm voice, "I'm here. Follow me. You'll be all right." Lily slowly uncurled and stepped behind Poppy. With small, steady movements, Poppy guided her out through the space she had created. When they reached the clearing, the animals gasped with relief. Poppy saved her. She went right through the thorns. She didn't even think twice. Lily nuzzled Poppy gratefully. "Thank you, I was so scared." Poppy smiled warmly. "I'm glad you're safe." The rabbits, squirrels, and birds gathered around her, now seeing her with new eyes. "We're sorry we judged you," one rabbit said quietly. "We only saw your quills and forgot to look at who you really are." "You're brave," said a squirrel. "You're caring," said a bird. "You're gentle," added another. Poppy felt tears sparkle in her eyes, not from sadness, but from joy. "I understand," she said kindly, "but I hope you can see that my heart is much softer than my quills." From that day on, the animals no longer feared Poppy. They invited her to play, asked her to join their gatherings, and learned to appreciate her gentle ways. Poppy used her quills wisely, sometimes to help, sometimes to protect, and sometimes simply to shine in the sunlight. And whenever a new creature arrived in the forest, the others would remind them, "Don't judge someone by how they look, or you might miss out on a wonderful friend." Poppy walked through the forest with a warm heart, knowing she was finally seen for who she truly was. The end. Today we learned to never judge someone by how they look. True kindness, bravery, and friendship come from the heart, not from outward appearance.